I'm Rob. I'm the co-owner, along with this guy, of Boka Restaurant Group.
My name is Kevin Boehm, and I am the co-owner and co-founder with this guy of Boka Restaurant Group. I think Chicago is the best restaurant city in America.
And the city has changed and grown so much since I moved here originally. And in the culinary world, it's exploded.
You know, at 10 years old, I told my parents that I wanted to open up a restaurant. But I think back then, just walking into restaurants and seeing the action of it when I was very young, there was a bit of show business that was going on. And I enjoyed that part of it.
It's an outlet for so many things. I mean, the creativity of building a restaurant, of putting a team together, hospitality and service. I mean, you have to really want to make people happy. Well, Kevin was looking to come to Chicago to open a restaurant, and I was looking to transition from nightclubs to the restaurant world. So, of course, we met on eHarmony. It's the place where business partners meet, apparently.
And we don't take it for granted, you know, partnerships are tough. See every band in the history of rock and roll.
He's very Axl Rose.
Him and Slash.
Talented,
him
for
and
sure.
Slash. We're very Axl Rose and Slash.
Yeah.
Make sure you say hi to Mr. Murray.
Both touch like they do in Notre Dame. This is brand new?
This is a tasting menu trial run here.
Wow.
Bar Harbor mussels from Prince Edward Island.
Love it.
Pickled apples.
Are you just testing this, or is this actually on the tasting menu right now?
Oh, trying to figure it out.
Wow.
You gotta put
awesome.
your tweezers away before the next restaurant.
Mm.
Gold Coast is gonna be a no
Kevin,
tweezer zone, Rob.
Try that. Wow. That is sensational. All right, I need the whole thing.
Yes. You started like sketching anything menu-wise or anything like that?
Mental.
Mentally?
Trying to.
He's like a karate man. He does that on the inside.
Mr. Lee. Hey Lee, did you get that last dish from Cooking with Coolio?
When we opened. That was our opening present. Killing it.
Cold shrimping.
All right, have a good service. We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Have a good service. Talk to you soon. So the architecture of Boka Restaurant Group is we are a chef-driven restaurant group, which means we have 6 chef partners in our company. So with Stephanie Izard, we have Girl and the Goat, and Little Goat, and Duck Duck Goat. With Giuseppe Tintori, we have GT Fish, GT Prime, and Boka Catering. With Lee Wolin, we have
Boka Restaurant and a soon-to-be-named restaurant in 2017.
and Mark Hellier at Momotaro Restaurant, which we opened about exactly a year ago. Chris Pandell at Belena and at Swift & Sons.
I think you got. I think you nailed it.
I think I got them all.
We wanted to be the first steakhouse to open in this neighborhood. We wanted to make sure that our boots are on the ground first, that we're announcing it first, and we're opening a very large format steakhouse restaurant.
We haven't walked into Swift & Sons for 4 days, and hopefully some things have happened. Whoa! So let me get this straight. We have to have this completely done in 29 days.
No, 24th of September in 16 days.
In 16 days. we do.
16 days.
But we actually are throwing a party in here that's already been booked in 29 days.
You just upset my stomach on that one. You did.
It's pretty fun when you've looked at something on paper for a year and you finally walk into the restaurant and you see it for real.
If you can see this, the light fixture.
Yeah, that's super cool. That just happened yesterday when we went into Swift & Sons and we saw the stained glass in the foyer, and we're like, whoa! Really, wow. Oh man, come on.
Let's just light that bad boy up right now. Wow. When we're building this many restaurants, I mean, we're in construction on 3, we're in development on another one, and there's a lot of expansion in our near future here. So it's fun, it's exhilarating, it's stressful. I mean, dude, there's no chance that this is going to be open when we open that side.
No.
I mean, it's going to be 2 weeks late. It has to be. No. I wish we could tone down the stress just a wee little bit.
And my question is if this is papered, does it make Swift & Sons look closed? Is it better for them to see that there's...
I believe that by the time we actually are ready to open for business in early October over
look
there,
done-ish?
it's going to look done-ish, and people are going to want to tour it and see it, and at least they'll know that it's coming. It's exciting. You'd love to see it like a kid on Christmas. Really, that's how we feel. Love that stone.
Abrico. They're expensive.
Yeah. But worth it.
But is that their tag?
Yeah.
Is that their ad?
Yeah.
Abrico. Super frickin' expensive. But worth it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest restaurant that we've done in scale and in budget.
Yeah. This is blockbuster budget. She's a big girl. My goodness. She's built for speed. You know, it really is amazing what it is and where it's come from.
I had apartments that were smaller than this.
Oh, how the times have changed, Kevin. It's really amazing.
Our kitchen budget here is 3 or 4 times what our total budget was on our first restaurant together.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick little road on up, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're always excited at this point to see the touches, the finishing touches that are going in, light fixtures, the stained glass.
Where would you want to sit? If you came in for dinner.
I want one of the booths.
And I want one of the booths in this dining room right here.
Yeah, me too.
Because you still feel the energy of the bar. You got great sight lines everywhere.
And I still want to see these finishes go in to get that sort of richness of a steakhouse feel.
That's right.
I mean, we need the millwork to go in.
Yeah, the mirrors going in.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're disappointed if it wasn't meeting your expectation where you expect it to be done. It's just strange how the last couple weeks will define its look so dramatically from what it is even right now.
Yeah.
We really are nervous this time that we're not going to make it. And stuff is just not in our control.
Well, you and I for years have walked people through a restaurant 2 or 3 weeks before it opened, and they always say to us,
there's no chance.
You're not opening this in 3 weeks.
I know.
This actually looks better right now than a lot of restaurants that you have had that have opened 3 weeks later. It's so much bigger.
It's just so much bigger. There's so much detail. Yeah. All right, cool, man. Well, listen, buddy, we're getting there.
If they didn't give us a heart attack, it wouldn't be an opening, right?
And I think it's a coin toss.
So today, we're doing a tasting for Swift & Sons at Belena with General Manager Matt Sherry of Swift & Sons and our partner, John Ross.
We're excited to see what our chef partner, Chris Pandel, has come up with, along with pastry chef Meg Gallus. Shaping the menu is so critical. It's also a lot of fun. Oh, that's a beauty.
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. That beet salad visually was just badass.
Really stunning. And unlike anything else at any other steakhouse in Chicago.
Totally. It was visually different, but still tasted great, and it was still a concept that people could wrap their brains around.
Crab cake.
You get a little, you get the heat, you get the acid.
But there's no filler, it's all crab. All crab and vegetables inside. There's no bread.
What we're hoping for is for everything to be elevated and to be excellent. There's no room for one to shine above the other. They all have to be sensational.
Beautiful. Awesome, chef. All right, steak is next, then dessert. All right, monkeys. Porterhouse. Carrots, caramelized onions, potatoes, all roasted with the meat, so they pick up some of that delicious beefy flavor.
And Pandel knocked it clear out of the park, and so did McGallis. Her cheesecake was stunning.
So this is the mascarpone cheesecake with rum glazed pineapple, speculoos crust, and a pineapple and orange sorbet.
You know what?
It's good tasting.
It's great.
Excellent tasting. You know what? I think the restaurant's gonna be a hit.
With Mark Hellier, we have a restaurant called Momotaro, which is where we're sitting right now. We're sitting on the main floor, 130-seat restaurant.
What I really want to see is who's coming in. Tomorrow night, you know, you have Nick Jamelson coming in, Chicago Blackhawk. So I want to make sure he has a great time. And then this is another one.
We wanted to open up a Japanese restaurant for pretty much since we've been partnered. And the only problem was we couldn't find the chef, and we found the chef. Hey, Chef, 9-0 yesterday. Wasn't that beautiful?
Do you know who Sam Zell is? He's a big deal. He's very important. He's a great customer.
He owned a small newspaper called the Chicago Tribune.
And the Cubs, and he's a very important guy. So let's make sure that he's well taken care of.
Okay.
A good friend of ours put us in touch with Mark. He was on the East Coast working with a prominent restaurateur there.
He's very accomplished in Japanese cuisine, and that was his true love.
He's the real deal. All right, let's have a good night of service.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good to see you.
And then downstairs we have a Japanese izakaya, and also a private event space upstairs.
Chef, how was your weekend? You have a good couple days off? Yeah. Good. Good. How about you, Mark? Good. I love the Namero. The Namero, the baby kampachi tartare.
No.
Oh my goodness, it's sensational. The team that we have, we feed off each other. I think we inspire each other. You know, that's our entire team. Part of what we do is to surround ourselves with passionate, brilliant people.
Real quick, fun announcement. So, how many originals do we have out of this group? A bunch. Yes. So remember how fun it was when all the other restaurants got to come in at the very beginning and scrutinize you when the restaurant first opened? Oh yeah. The tables have turned. It's not just about one person or two people or three people being great anymore. It's about a lot of people being great. Swift & Sons is how long away?
I would say 3 weeks. You know, I think that we're better having you guys, our team, our family come in and help us with the tastings and with notes and feedback, and I think it's the way we want to kind of do that moving forward. So we hope you guys are up for it. When we were trying to open up these restaurants, and the entire corporate team was Bo and Ka. That was it. It was the two of us, and it really was a hard, painful process.
It's no longer really friends and family.
No.
It's just
family.
It's just family.
The Boka Group family.
Boka Group family.
Yeah. And what we really needed was infrastructure. We needed a team, and we needed a great team.
A couple exciting things to note. We have achieved 4.7 overall rating on OpenTable, which is terrific, not only just for service or food, but everything overall. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of that.
Boka and Girl on the Go are the two other restaurants in our group that are at 4.7, and both of those two are in the top 10 highest overall ratings in the city of Chicago. So we might join that elite group.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a good night of service. Thanks. We strive to open up restaurants that have soul, that have character, that are personal to us. And if it ever got to the point where just open up restaurants just to open up restaurants, that'd be the day I'd just like to walk off the dining room floor and never come back. I mean, we have to feel it, we have to love it, and we have to be emotionally involved in all these restaurants.
You know, there's a lot of people who sit around and talk about what could happen. Fortunately, we've been able to actually make it happen.
Yeah, no regrets.